Hi, good morning. So it's been a long while. Let's call it what it is. It's been a while that we last spoke, and I've wanted to do this. It's been impressed strongly upon my heart to share this, and there's been so much to do, and I just felt, thank you. I just felt it'd be better to do this video right here, right now, and get it over with, right? So this is me early in the morning, not so early, but I just dropped off my children at school, and yeah, my day is about to begin. And before I get into the the stuff of the day, I just wanted to share this. Many times we tell our children what to do, we instruct them, and that can be okay, except most of the time they don't know how to get these things done. And another scenario is when we tell them what not to do, right? And then we don't provide an alternative. Okay, so an example is when you tell your child, brush your teeth, right, a certain way. This is what you do, this is how to get this done, clean your tongue, brush at a 45-degree angle, and this and that. But how much more effective do you think it would be if you actually brushed side by side with them, like you actually showed them how it's done? So that's what I would like us to explore in the coming days and weeks. How about we stand shoulder to shoulder, figuratively, because they're not as tall as we are yet, but if you're in the same situation as I am in, they're going to be taller than me, so now I've accepted that. But for now, how about we stand next to them and show them this is what you do? And of course, focusing on communication, your tone of voice is everything. Is everything. How you say it is everything. And depending on the kind of child that you have, going by their personality types. Now, there are some children that once your tone becomes authoritative, they shut down. They're not hearing you. And for you as a parent, you've said it 5 times, you've said it 10 times. Why are they not hearing? They shut down the moment you started talking, because you didn't take note of their personality types in communicating with them, right? So your tone of voice is everything. Some other child will, if they're a Hummer, I have a Hummer, and I have a systematic Ford in my house. It's amazing when one person combines those two character traits, right? He will give you back fire for firely, if there's anything like that, and he will tell you, oh, okay, is that what you want me to do? But another child will just withdraw, and you don't want that. You want your children to want to listen to you, right? Let me use this example. You have a boss in the office who just talks to people anyhow, right? And you have the other one who would have a conversation, and then somebody is wondering why one team is getting more things done than another, or when that boss A, who is just authoritative, almost combative and condescending, right, when that person is leaving the establishment, people are like, oh, okay, so and so person's sent forth. Well, if I can make the time. And then one other person is leaving, and everyone wants to pitch in. What is the difference? Is communication, is how they receive what that person has said, and it also shows the care that person takes into delivering whatever it is, even when it's harsh. They know how to package it, sandwich model sometimes. A compliment, then a reprimand, and then another compliment, right? So bringing it down back to parenting now, knowing how to communicate with your child is key. But my encouragement this week is show them how it's done. Stand next to them. And then something else you should explore is role playing. Now, your child has said something to someone in a disrespectful manner, and then you've told the child, no, you don't say things like that. But then do you go further to say, this is how you say it? And after saying this is how you say it, do you go further to say, okay, I'm that person, and you want to say something to me, right? How about we role play? and then the child says, and you tweak it a little bit, and they say it, and then you tweak it a little bit, and the child has a response. Maybe the child has been bullied at school, or the child has someone who asks inappropriate questions, or who asks them to do inappropriate things. You tell them to say no, right? But you also maybe want to teach them to communicate it to their teacher. So you could coach them. Okay, this is what you say, this is how you say it, this is what you say to the person who is saying something inappropriate to you. I don't want you to do that. Or okay, beautiful, this coronavirus situation, I've had to talk to my children about how to get people to respect their personal space, respect it a little more than usual, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't want them to say, please, 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 or move back, don't come close to me. No, because it's not that person's fault, it's the times that we're in. And like I always say to my children, the situation, the circumstances, what someone has done should not change who you are. So who you are is who you are, and you want to maintain who you are. You don't want it to be dependent on other people's actions or inactions, right? So as a person, a decent person, a respectful person, you want to communicate that you would like your personal space, but how do you communicate it? So we've had instances of them saying things like, could you please step back a little? Or they step back and the person moves forward, and I'm intentionally stepping, and you could say with a smile, I'm intentionally stepping back away from you because I'd like us to have some distance. I hope you understand, right? So we have a variety of sentences, of statements that they can make and explain to the people or the child or the teacher, right? The teacher can come too close, and you want to be able to say, excuse me, sir, you're coming too close to me, I'm going to move back now. Or could you not come close? You know, we have created a series of statements that they can use. So I'm not concerned that they might is it possible that they would get some parts of it wrong? Of course, they're human, but I have helped them. We have rehearsed it over and over such that they know what to say. So I am not concerned that they're going to push somebody back, for instance, because we don't put our hands on people. So if I have taught my child not to lay their hands on people, then I have to teach them how to communicate that they require physical space. So I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I hope you do. But I'm saying role play with your child, do a bit of scenario planning. If this happens, this is what you do. If this happens, this is what you say. This is what you can say. Say it back to me in your own words, and then the child says, and you say fantastic, and then the next time they have to use that line, they're saying it from memory. And you see, the way our brains work, it's not that your brain doesn't recognize that it hasn't happened before, because you have rehearsed. Any public speaker will tell you this. Because you have rehearsed it, then you're able to deliver it, right? It's like you want to have a confrontation with someone, and then you plan a series of sentences in your mind because you don't want to go beyond this particular point. You don't want to say something that you don't want to say, right? So you rehearse and you practice. This is what I'm asking you to do. So let's show them how it's done. Stand next to them, lay that bed together, wash those dishes together. Don't take it for granted, or don't assume that because you have said go and do this, let them figure it out. We're there to teach anyway. It's our job, right? It's our job to teach and instruct and train, if you will, help them understand things. And they're supposed to be able to, because we're coaches, they're supposed to be able to get to know things faster. They're not supposed to spend as long as we did learning certain things, right? They're supposed to have a leg up because they have us, right? So let's give them that leg up. Let's teach them, let's share what we know, and let's be respectful and kind about it. Some people have run away from driving schools. No, rather, they have run to driving schools because the people who were supposed to teach them driving, quote and unquote, people in their lives, were not nice about it. So they would prefer to pay a stranger to teach them to drive than have their, I don't want to rock any books, right? But I hope you get my drifts this morning. Thank you for watching. My name is desolasosan. I don't know if I said that in the beginning. No, I didn't. And let me add that if you're curious or interested in getting ahead of these needs of your children, the emotional needs of your children, communication with your children, how to reach them, understanding their makeup psychologically, then you might want to reach out to me to run you through a program that I've done that will help you understand your child a little bit better. A lot better, really. It's a loaded program. It's you answer a few questions, and I use these questions to give you a profile of your child and help you understand where they're coming from. And you can help them understand why they're like that, because really we're made up of proclivities and personalities, if you will, that we may be a little bit out of our control, right? Because that is who we are at our core. But understanding that this is the personality that I have, and understanding that, okay, this is how I can handle situations, or this is what will be expected. But then, because I know this is what will be expected, I can turn it around because I have the power, right? So you can explain to your child, the child who is reserved, you can let them know that there's nothing wrong with them. It's just who they are. But if they could pick up a hobby, maybe they could make a few friends, right? So I would like to help you do that for your child, so that you can understand them a bit better and get ahead of their needs and know what to do, and not be shocked when they do certain things, or not get upset. You're just, because you understand them, you're more accommodating. You're like, oh, okay, that is who this person is. I just need to gently teach them and coax them in a particular direction. That's my encouragement to you this morning. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you soon. I hope it won't take this long for us to talk again soon. All right, bye then. Have a lovely rest of the day.